everyone, welcome back to Read-A-Roo. My name is Miss Kristi, and today we're going to read A Mom for Umande by Maria Faulconer, illustrated by Kathleen Hartung. Let's get started. A Mom for Umande by Maria Faulconer, illustrated by Kathleen Hartung. On a cold winter's night, the zoo is quiet. The visitors have gone home. In the darkness of the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, a baby gorilla is born. His name is Umande, which means swirling mist in Swahili. Umande is wet and trembling. He cries as if to say, "Will you hold me?" But Quisha, his mother, doesn't. Several other gorillas come near him, but no one picks him up. One of the keepers, Mandy, brings Umande to a nursery, where she and the veterinarian take turns clutching him to their chests and wrapping blankets around him. They even give him sugar water from a bottle. When he stops shivering, Mandy sets Umande back in the habitat. He wiggles in a mound of sweet hay, smelling the musky odor of other gorillas, waiting for someone to pick him up. But nobody does. Umande spends the night in the nursery. During the day, two more keepers, Heidi and Debbie, take turns holding him up to a mesh wall separating him from the gorilla area. The other gorillas sniff him and lick him, especially Quisha, his mother. She even comes when he cries. But when he's put in the area with her, she doesn't pick him up. Quisha is too young. She's never seen another baby gorilla, and she doesn't know what Umande needs. So the keepers act as Umande's mom. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they teach him to be a gorilla. Every day, Debbie takes him to a small habitat. She walks on her hands and knees like his mother would and carries him on her chest. She has to hold on tight to keep from falling. She grooms him by removing imaginary dirt and bugs from his fur, his eyes, and even his nose. When Umande cuts his first tooth, Heidi sits him on her lap and gives him bits of corn and apple. She drops crumbs on her lap, and he eats them. She teaches him to make gorilla sounds. When she's happy with him, she makes happy grumbles, which sound like purrs. But when he's naughty and bites too hard, she coughs in his face. If he doesn't learn good gorilla manners, he could get hurt when he joins the other gorillas. At night, Umande sleeps cuddled on Heidi's stomach or nestled against her side. She's warm and soft, but she's not his mother. When the other gorillas are outside, Debbie takes Umande into the big gorilla habitat. She carries him on her back up ropes and onto log platforms. Sometimes she hangs her hand down for him to grab. Almost everything goes in his mouth. Umande's favorite game is chase. He tags Debbie and runs away, as if to say, "Are you coming?" When she tickles him on his tummy, he throws his head back, closes his eyes, and falls backward in the hay. Umande is happy at the zoo, but sometimes something is missing. When Umande is almost 7 months old, Heidi gives the gorillas who have shown the most interest in him one last chance to be his mom. When it's Quisha's turn, Umande chases after her. Instead of picking him up, she swings him around and round. Quisha wants a playmate, but Umande needs a mom. When Umande spends time with Rafiki, his dad, he's gentle and touches Umande nose to nose. But as head of his troop, Rafiki's job is to protect all the females. He's too concerned about them to take care of a baby gorilla. So the keepers have to come up with a plan. When Umande is 8 months old, Heidi and Debbie bundle him up to take him away on an airplane. They pack formula, towels, sweet potatoes and greens, dog toys, and his favorite blankets. Umande sits on Heidi's lap and peeks out the window. After flying all morning, they then travel in a van to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Heidi and Debbie take Umande into a special area with lots of hay, mesh walls, and climbing ropes. His new home smells just like his old one. But will he find a mom here? A gorilla named Lulu is in a habitat 2 over from Umande's. The minute they see each other, they speak in a language all their own, full of quiet, happy grumbles. Umande has to be separated from the other gorillas to allow Umande time to get acquainted with his new home. But every day, he goes to the mesh with Barb, his new keeper, and looks at Lulu. Then, after 2 weeks, he and Barb move into an area next to Lulu. Umande and Lulu touch fingers through the mesh. They even build nests across from each other. But they can't be together yet. Finally, after 4 weeks, Lulu and Umande are put in the same habitat. They touch and smell each other. Lulu, being a very experienced mom, picks him up carefully. They play peekaboo games under the blankets. They play with boxes. When Barb walks by, Lulu scoops Umande up and shows him off. When it's time to eat, Umande perches on Lulu's head to take his bottle. After 3 days, they are never more than an inch apart. Umande rides on Lulu's back. When she lies down, she sets him on her belly. They laugh their quiet gorilla laugh. At night, when the zoo is quiet and the visitors have gone home, Lulu hangs her hand down and Umande grabs on. She takes him up to her nest. He curls beside her and they fall asleep together. At last, Umande has a mom. What a great book this was. I love that Umande was able to find a mommy even though she was at another zoo. It's important to remember that babies are not always born to their mommies, and that mommies can come in all forms, through adoption, another family member, or even a stranger that's so excited to love a baby that needs a home. I loved reading with you today, and I hope that we can read together again soon. If you click on the subscribe link below, you'll be able to get a link every time we post a new video that has a book that we can read together. If you'd like to do some really fun activities, you can head over to readarookids.com. There we do all kinds of fun things like crafts, cooking, science experiments, and even puzzles. We'd love to have you join us for the fun. Last, if you'd like to follow us on social media, we'd love to see you over there. Until then, remember, Readaroo loves you. I hope I get to see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.